I'm now recording.
Hello and welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There's no even JoJo isn't even in this. This is a fucking spin-off, like fucking light novel. This is
Yeah,
fucked
do
up.
any of our characters' names equate to JoJo whatsoever? The closest is
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe.
Billio.
That would actually be. How funny would that be if it's like you don't
EA
you think
Joe.
we don't have a JoJo the whole game, and then like at the end Billy's like signing something and his name's spelled J Billy J-O, but the J,
The J is silent.
Yeah, just Billy Joe. We did it.
It's written like Billy J apostrophe O.
Who was Jack's? Was Jack a JoJo? I don't remember his name.
It wasn't JoJo, no.
Wasn't it? What was his name again? It was some
like
Japanese
Kazu
thing.
something.
I remember it wasn't a JoJo.
Damn.
Jar Jar.
Which Billy?
Was the
That's
last time
Jar
they
Jar
had a
Binks.
JoJo name like the Platinum Standard campaign?
No, we've never had a JoJo.
That's not true. I don't think we've.
Johan.
And
We had half one.
Before the Tan JoJo games, the one I did that didn't finish had a JoJo, I think.
Oh yeah, that was I think that was me. It was like
No, you
George
were
Joanna
Valentine, I think.
Yeah, but the middle name had a Joe in it.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, enough about things you guys have never seen and never will. We're on to bigger and better things now. Last time, on Havoc Moon, we went to the library to get more knowledge. However, we were attacked by a remote stand. It was like a liquid spade that would infect someone, and then whoever they touched would get infected, and they would start to heat up and eventually combust. But we called up Dave Buddy, aged him, and he used his like aged up vinegar Act 2 powers, take on me Act 2, sorry, to trap the spade. We boiled it, we got the guy, and he gave us a book written by, is it in my notes? What was
Samantha O'Hart it was.
Samantha O'Hart, and it was called Havoc Moon, but spelled funny. And we are gonna read it. But yeah, and I think, did he wire us like the 10K or whatever?
He did.
Right,
He
so
did, but there was a surcharge on it, so it was only more like 9K.
That's fine.
Taxed.
I am gonna use that money to not be gross anymore. Some of it anyway. I've decided.
You're gonna buy a shower?
I'm gonna buy soap and shampoo. The all-in-one kind that's like 7-in-1 things that dudes buy.
It's only like $10 though. What are you gonna do with the rest of the money?
Give it all to charity. No, I'm kidding. We should probably keep it in a fund so that we have like hard cash for exchanging things with ne'er-do-wells, or because like sure, Iego has money, but having hard like cash from a criminal is like stuff we can use to hire criminal activities. You know, it's useful to have.
Ego doesn't seem like the type of guy that carry cash on him, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
You might
probably
need to add a rental fee for a shower now that Hayden's a bit loaded.
Damn. All right, shall we jump straight into it, Tanhony? Tell us where we're at and what's
Absolutely. And so as I remember, you were you just also induced God to strike that man and hit him with your car.
Yeah, that was pretty
If I
funny. We did it for no reason, too.
And then we zoomed out and sort of faded away. So do you want to still be in the alley, or would you like to like some home bait or anything? I'll let you decide whether this is immediate or not.
I have a quick question. How long has it been since we got our last Havoc Moon related text?
It's been a little while, yeah.
Like
a week or
couple
so?
days? Oh, wow. Alright, I guess if it's okay to not fast forward and it's okay with my fellows, I'd like to read this book. Well, is it like a book that can be read in one sitting, or is it like a big old Game of Thrones level book?
It's a fairly thin book.
Okay.
It's like,
let's read through it.
Sort of like, I don't know any comparisons. So
Does it have pictures?
It doesn't have pictures now.
Is it like Frindle size, like 100 pages, like novella, or is it like...
It's like a YA size book.
Okay, so like 200-300
Like
pages.
Like a Goosebumps book.
Wait, where's the forced romance subplot?
Well, flicking through it, you can see that there seems to be this sort of subplot. Basically, it seems to be a serial numbers filed off version of the Havoc Moon game with a romantic subplot about the main character and her two love interests on the same team.
I would like to read the whole book through. I know I might not be able to do it in the car, but as I go, I would like to keep notes, Tan, because I was very smart. I did go to law school, and I did pretty well, and I want to... You know how like you would annotate a book? I'm not writing on a book but I'm like annotating in like a notepad or something. I want all the characters' names. I want like key details about them, and I want to see if I can draw any parallels to the one in this book and the one that we've heard about with Morgan in them. That's basically my goal as we go through. Otherwise, I leave it up to the other two to do what they will as we go.
Okay,
forward.
I'll get those notes to you maybe later. But...
Sure thing. I don't expect you to like write them up on the fly.
I'll write the book later.
Oh, so you want to read and sends you a PDF link?
Yeah, I just realized I kind of fucked you with that. Here, let's say I'm doing that in the background of this episode, and then maybe you can get it to me next episode or something.
No problem. But
like
as I said, the cliff notes, there is a main character who is a young woman who gets invited to the Havoc Moon challenge. So slightly different, and she and her two male teammates must use their guardian spirits to beat all the enemies and get to the top. And of course, it's a a love triangle.
Which one does she end up with, or is it like harem end?
Well, it's very strange. Near the end, it seems to end on a cliffhanger, so she has not yet ended up with either of them.
Okay. So it doesn't end with like someone winning?
It doesn't. No, it seems like they were about to win in the book, and then it sort of cuts off the cliffhanger.
What time zone does the book seem to take place in? Like, is there anything that would give way to it being like 100 years ago, or does it seem relatively?
It does appear to be that it seems to be a bit of a historical book.
Interesting.
Well, historical setting. It's a YA book, so it's not that historical.
What's the name of the author, and the author we have is Samantha O'Hardy. What's the name of the main character?
The main character is called Valentine Rhodes.
I am going to get on my phone. I'm going to Google Samantha O'Hardy, see if she's written anything else. I'm going to Google Valentine Rhodes, see if I can find anything. And then I'm going to put both their names in anagram generators and see if anything interesting pops up.
You do so. So Samantha O'Hardy is a known young adult author. She's wrote a lot of things of this nature. Same sort of basic plot, but settings usually differ. Sometimes they're in a space station. Sometimes it's like a crime thriller. Sometimes they're like pirates in the old days.
How old is Samantha O'Hardy? Is she still alive?
She's like 28 from what you can see.
Oh, jeez.
Online.
I think she might be like my age then.
Oh.
And what have you done with your life, Darnell?
Why are you asking me, not Hayden? What the fuck?
Leo says that he turns to the camera.
This is the meta episode. No one told you?
Yeah, Hayden's 27.
Say it in red.
Evangelion episode.
Hayden was 27 at the start, and we're like 3 months in game, so yeah, pretty close. Interesting. Okay. I will stop hogging the spotlight. Billy O, Aigo, you guys want to do anything while we're in the car, or anywhere you want to go on our way?
I have a question for Ken. Do we have the publication info for this? Like, do we know publisher and what year it was published for this Havoc Moon book?
This is very recently published, and last 6 months, I believe, was mentioned previously.
Okay.
Before
it was delayed,
after the Havoc?
It was delayed, apparently, so now it's in the last couple of weeks when it's actually come out.
Was it published before or after our Havoc Moon game started?
Probably slightly before.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, last session someone mentioned that Samantha was doing a book signing.
Yeah, she's doing like the book tour in Malerna City because this is where she lives, apparently.
Is that where the book takes place?
I guess we're sitting in the car now, and I'm gonna just poke Ago, and I'm gonna ask if he can look up this book tour because it sounds important.
Well, it's a series of book signings throughout the city at local bookstores. There seems to be one later today in around 4 hours or so at the Grandfather Owl local bookstore.
Writing that down.
I don't think the official last bit of the name.
Grandfather Owl Bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Grandfather Owl. Is this going to be one of those places that I have to dress up in a suit and everything for?
I imagine that is up to you.
Does the book take place in Magica City? Okay.
Well, the descriptions of the city are suspiciously similar to Malerna City.
I think I know what I want to do.
Aigo checks the book and see if there's any reference towards any, excellent legal firms in the book.
There is not.
Alright, I will need to send a very firmly worded letter
So the Havoc Moon texts we've been getting, they follow like a certain format, right?
Right. What do you mean?
How popular is this Samantha O'Hardy? Like, has her phone number been doxed at some point?
Well, you can't find it looking online, but she seems reasonably popular for like a YA writer.
Okay, never mind. If I can't find her phone number, all is well.
Well,
like,
we could dox her.
There was a movie adaptation of the pirate book she did, but it didn't do very well in cinemas.
This is so sad. This is just like that fourth or fifth Narnia movie or whatever.
Oh. That made me actually sad. I like Narnia.
I love Narnia the books too, but they really did the movies dirty after the first movie. God, I love. Now I want to reread Narnia. Fuck. Okay, no. My idea for reference OC was like if we could find her number when we got there, I was gonna text her as if I was like doing a Havoc Moon text and see if she reacted beyond just thinking it was a weird fan.
That's a good idea, actually. I actually like that. If we could get her phone number though.
Maybe. Maybe Billy O can put the moves on her to get her phone number, and then we can immediately send her a suspicious text.
I have an idea. If you pitch that idea out in character, I have a follow up that maybe we could go to this book signing and unfold from there.
I got you. All right, I'll bring it up naturally. I'll go. Damn it! No luck.
I think you are very lucky, Hayden. After all, you have friends like us, says God.
Well, thanks, God. But if I was really lucky, I'd be able to find this damn lady's phone number.
Hayden, why are you trying to find her phone number on the internet? Everyone knows that phone numbers are found in the phone book.
There are plenty of fish in the sea, Hayden.
No, I don't want to hit on her. And, wait, would her phone be in a phone book? I didn't even know they still published those.
Well, yeah, I use them all the time. I mean, not being able to use the internet on my phone and all, I kind of have to. And Billy O'Brien
like him purchase like a bulk of fucking phone books. I'm using them like Tinder for his fireplace.
Billy O opens a small portal and outfall like 5 phone books from the past year.
Oh my god!
Well,
can we find Samantha's?
I'm really unlucky though. They all have the same thing in them.
Are they? Is her number in there somehow?
You sort of thumb through to the O section. There does not seem to be her number in there now.
Oh, damn. Maybe Samantha O'Hardy's a pen name.
Possible. Like Billy O.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'll tell you guys later. Anyways, this book tour.
Yeah. I was thinking if we could get her phone number, I was going to send a text as if it were from the Havoc Moon game and see if she had, like, a legit reaction or if she just acted like it was a crazy fan or something. Maybe see if she really knows what she's talking about or not.
I go, you could definitely get this lady's phone number, can't you?
I have to pull a few strings, squeeze a few wheels, but given some time.
Well, maybe you could just offer to be her, I don't know, divorce lawyer. Maybe she's going through a rough time.
You think she's married?
Would Google have that? Is she married?
And soon she is not married.
Oh.
So there's still a chance.
I don't want to hit on her. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
We will support you. There's no need to be nervous, Hayden.
I've got an idea.
What?
Alright, so I'm known for, keeping creeps away from non-creeps.
You are?
So, Hayden.
You are?
I'm going to ignore that. But Hayden, how's about you show her the moves, and then when she gets disgusted by your presence, I offer to help her get a restraining order. I schmooze up to her and I get her number that way.
I think Hayden's one redeeming factor is he's usually not a creep towards women. He usually doesn't bother them. But I think the fact
you can't take this away from him.
But I feel like the fact that Iago just said that she would be disgusted by him kind of breaks his heart a little bit. And he goes, he's just like, do you really think that plan would work?
I mean, if you don't want to do it, Billio can always do it. It's not like he's wearing a shirt.
No, Billio's way too good with women. It would never work. She'd fall for him.
Oh, shots.
All right, I guess I'll give it a try. Oh Lord.
Wait, how does Hayden look right now?
He looks not happy about It's a combination of he doesn't want to harass women, but also he's legitimately just shy, so he doesn't even know how to talk to like women normally. So
he's not even harassed. He's not good constitution.
How does he look physically right now?
Physically, he's probably cleaner than normal because remember he cleaned up before we went.
He looks too good. Dirty him up a bit.
Yeah, remember he clipped his nails and he showered, so this is like the best he gets. He's like
we gotta fix this, and then Hayden. I mean, Iago brings out like a bunch of his flaming lips and has them heat up on Hayden and whatnot, so he starts getting sweaty and oily and stuff.
My oils.
Alert! Oils detected.
Hayden, you really do secrete when you get hot.
The leather seats start to get greasy.
My seats.
The actual reveal is Hayden does shower on a regular basis, but he just gets so gross when he sweats that it looks like he never showers. Like he gets super greasy. Oh man.
Julio tries to slowly inch away within his seat from Hayden.
The grease puddle chases after you as if it's sentient.
It pursues. It's like fucking divine gas. You got Hercule's eyes.
I thought we got rid of that stand user.
Also, the heat stimulated makes like my 5 o'clock shadow grow back. It's like no. All right, I guess we got to do this.
Ethan, you are at 20% appearance bar. I'm sorry.
Oh man. All right, whatever. Well, I just realized we still have like what 4 hours until the book signing, so now I just have to be gross for 4 hours.
What's? Oh wait, do I want to say this? This is really assholey. You know, I'll say it because it's entertaining. What's 4 hours compared to 24 years?
I'm 27. This implies that my first 3 years were pretty good. I was killing it until I became 3.
Hayden peaked in kindergarten.
Hayden's gonna slash your tires later. Actually, no, he won't because he loves God.
No, please.
He's a godly man.
He loves God.
Do not slipe my Achilles tendon.
He loves God. Hayden Christian arc.
He loves God.
All right. I guess Oh, Iago, actually, pull out God's keyboard for me when we get in the parking lot of the library.
Sure. What for?
Or the bookstore, I mean. All right, hit the T button.
He presses the T button.
This brings up a Skyrim-esque wait time where we can set it to wait until the book sign.
In actuality, what is the difference between doing this and just actually waiting?
Nothing. It's just a timer.
What is the tip on the load screen?
Yeah, what are God's tips?
Be careful. In different countries, you may have to drive on different sides of the road. Make sure not to get caught out.
Ooh, that's a helpful one.
That's pretty good.
Hey you, you're finally awake, he says 4 hours later.
Oh wow, that felt like 2 seconds.
I injected sleeping gas to aid in your waiting.
Jesus.
Thank me.
Oh.
Thanks God.
No problemo. I used all my sleeping gas for that. I don't have it anymore.
There's no side effects to this, right?
Not yet.
He keeps scratching his eyes.
I cut the sleeping gas with asbestos to save space.
Don't do that. It will make you sad later.
Purple.
Oh.
Why does it look purple right now?
It just does that.
Guys, what if the big plot twist of this whole campaign is that God isn't really a car, but a car stand? Sentient object stand?
I don't even know what a stando is. Don't be silly.
Thank goodness. Alright, well, I guess here goes nothing. You guys trail behind me, and I'll enter first.
So it's a little bookstore, but this seems like it's had most customers it's had for a good long while. There's quite a few excited teenagers here. You used to do the oldest people here for this book signing, to be honest.
Jesus Christ.
All of them are sort of clutching heavy tomes of the other books, like the famous sci-fi book, The Stars Among Us, The Gold Standard, The Other Side of the Rainbow.
Yeah, all the real adults our age are at the Steven Universe convention instead of fucking YA books. They're too awesome.
I mean, James Galaxy?
They're watching Owl House right now, okay?
Excuse me, I'm trying to write... you bump into someone on the tablet to look at you. Excuse me, I'm trying to watch Shadow of Israfel.
That's a classic, bro. Love that.
You even old enough to know what YouTube is? He walks off.
Is there a
He fumbled that.
Is there a new service? What do we use now?
I don't know. Also, he's younger than you, quite obviously, so it seems like he fumbled that and then left in embarrassment.
I'm gonna check my phone to see what the name of the app we use for video sharing is now after YouTube.
Our tube.
It's the communist YouTube. Oh man. Okay, so how many people are at this book signing? Like, is this like a 50 to 100 person crowd, or is this like the whole store is like
50 to 100?
Okay.
Is she cute? Can we see her from here?
You can see her behind her desk. She is a short woman with big, almost comically sized round glasses and a frumpy sweater.
Oh, I hate that I'm about to be. Oh god. All right. Is this really the plan we're going with?
There's no other way.
There's no possible other way. All right. I guess Hayden will just go in.
How are you going to play this? Like, are you going to lie?
I think he's just going to... I don't think he wants to harass her, so he's just going to go in normal, but if it doesn't work, then he's going to, like, panic and just say some weird shit. That's how he's doing this. So he's going to be... Hey there.
Oh, hello. Who am I making out to? She reaches for the book you have.
Hayden, I'm a huge fan of Havoc Moon. I really resonate with those guardian spirits, you know? And then I think what I do is I have...
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Just the barest, like, faintest shadow of, like, Slothrust's arm slightly overlap mine and come out, kind of like, you know, when Jotaro first uses Star Platinum to see if she reacts. Like, very, very subtle.
Continues to look down in the book, signing it.
Okay. I sort of nod at that, and I go, I'm really curious, you know. It was just such a masterpiece. I really enjoyed it all the way through, but it's kind of unique. How'd you come up with that idea?
I get this sort of question a lot. Well, a lot of stuff I based on other stuff, like movies and stuff, to be honest, but well, my family has a big sort of historical archive in the basement, so I use some of it as inspiration from my grandma.
Historical archive? His eyes kind of spark at that a little bit. And he goes, actually, I was a graduate. I have got a master's in history. I'm pretty interested. Is there any way, I hope this isn't too forward, that I could come check it out?
Well, she sort of looks, she just squinted. This is a strange request.
It is, and he knows it is. But...
well, I suppose so. You're a history student, you said?
No, a graduate. I graduated.
Oh, okay.
I work as a history teacher at the high school that got fucked up. So that she can't go there and see
I heard about that. I heard that school had to close down. I'm sorry, are you looking for a job now, or?
Yeah, I am. But in the meantime, I've just been doing a project on Malerna City's history for myself. So if you have an archive related to the town, that'd be really helpful. I know this is sort of weird from a guy you haven't met, so I totally understand. I'm not trying to put you off. But it'd mean a lot if I could take a look, if you wouldn't mind considering it.
Oh, well, absolutely. I wouldn't mind considering it all. I always love help out with intellectual pursuits.
Awesome. I'll make it up for you by paying for fun little drinks.
Oh, I love fun little drinks. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Here, and I take out my phone, and I'm like, what's your number?
My number? Oh, I see. And she happily taps her number into the contacts.
Awesome. I will text you later and we can get that worked out. Thank you so much. Once again, love your book. And then I peace out and I walk over to my
Well, I'll hey then, Hayden. I'll see you then.
Yeah. And he finger guns really awkward.
She winks at you as you leave.
Oh my god.
I think Billy's gonna come out of line, cut in front, and slam his fist on the table and go, "Is that guy bothering you, miss?"
What?
That's so good. I love Billy O.
I don't think. Who are you?
I'm gonna get him a restraining order. All I need is your phone number and your credit card.
Can we get some security over here, please?
Can I get a book signed?
Oh yeah, sure.
And Billy pulls out a phone book.
You want the phone book signed?
Yeah, in the O section by your name.
Who am I making out to?
Billy O.
Spelled with a J before the B and a J before the O.
Billy J-O. J-O.
Oh, Billy Joe?
Yeah, Billy Joe.
Okay, but without the E, right? So it's Billy J-O.
No. Yeah, just J-O. J-O.
Okay. She signs it quite happily and hands it over.
Thanks.
You,
And Billy
you enjoy your phone book?
Billy tosses her a few spare coins that were in his pocket and waves.
Sacagawea coins, $50.
They're arcade tokens.
A 100 yen coin.
Well, you have a good one.
You too. And Billy joins the group and he's like, "All right, I think that went well."
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't have to, be weird to her or anything. I was able to get her info, but I think more interesting than the Havoc Moon game, she didn't seem to notice Slothrust, but she said there was a historical archive at her family's house, and I'm guessing that's where she found info about this, which means I think it might be a jackpot of information for us.
Like the one in the library?
Yeah, but it seems like a more productive collection if she was able to write the Havoc Moon game so accurately. Seems like she had details. What do you think?
Well, I commend you for having to be a huge creep, Hayden. I know it wasn't easy, and I know that was disastrous, but I think we did the right thing here.
I got to mostly avoid being a creep, I think. She brought up the thing, and I was like, oh, I'll just talk about that, and it worked out. I did have to lie, though. I said I was a history graduate, but it's really easy to pretend to be a history major. You just have a weird interest in World War II and talk about Rome sometimes, and you're good to go.
Did you get your phone book signed, too?
I got our copy of the Havoc Moon book signed, and I hold it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very fancy signature.
I'll be the same number.
Well, she didn't... It seems that in the phone book she didn't put her number, she just signed it with her name.
He asked for a signature, but instead of a signature, I want your phone number, and it was next to her name that he wrote in the phone book. That's actually... oh my god, I want to try that in real life. That'd be so funny. Do they still make phone books?
I think they do.
How much prep time is required for that maneuver, though? You need a new phone book every time. Because imagine if they're flicking through it and they see someone else has done the same thing.
Yeah, they're like, oh wow, you're a player. You have like 8 girls added in your phone book. Yeah! That's how phone books have stayed in business in 2022. It's from this specific maneuver I invented entirely in my head. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, so I guess, what do you think, Aigo? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think we should try something else? I think this might be a real lead.
Yeah.
You said this is at her house?
Or her family's home, anyway.
Okay, as long as she's not there. I think she knows my face by now.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't come. I could bring you, though, Aigo. I could say you're like my history buddy. Stigma?
When's she gonna be out of the house? That's the problem.
I don't have her address. I told her I'd meet her there, and she'd let me use it. I wasn't planning to be sneaky about it. I figured I could just say you're my partner working on this project, and then she'll let us in, and then we can go do our thing while she, I don't know, fucks around.
Oh, she fucks around, huh, Hayden?
If we want to be sneaky about it, then I need to get her address, and to do that, I'm going to have to meet with her first, which just seems like it'll take more time, and also, I'm not very good with women, so I think that would be a bad move.
Well, how about you clean yourself up, you go meet with her, and we'll just trail you from behind. I mean, my stand's covered enough that I could just, slink around on the sidewalks and watch you two with jealousy. You walk. and hold hands and talk and have a good time together.
Easy,
but I'll be there too.
We're just going to like platonically do research. It's not. Don't get it twisted. You guys know how I look. Let's take a step back here. As famous character Shinpei from Summertime Render would say, let's take a step back.
Incomprehensible bit.
Shout out to our 5 Summertime Render fans out there.
5? Like this 5.
Are you sure it's a real number she gave you?
How many numbers are in the phone number?
The proper number of numbers.
Oh, I'll text her. I'll say, hey, this is Hayden. I'll text her after the book signing. Hey, this is Hayden. Thanks for agreeing to let me meet up. What day would you be free? ? Smiley face. Send.
Hayden, you don't text a woman. Did you not listen to any of your brother's rules of social confidence? You FaceTime her right now.
When you say you're going to send that after the book signing, were you assuming that we're waiting through the book signing and then sending it then?
Yeah, we do another wait in God.
Okay. Luckily, I found more sleeping gas.
Thanks, God.
This is actually the last of it now.
I'm gonna get addicted to God's sleeping gas.
No, not the gas, not again.
Huffing gas. Okay, yeah. So I'll wait till like everything's done. I'll text her like later tonight, and I'll say that and send. Presumably from Aego's apartment.
So Hayden, what's going to be your excuse once you actually show up at this lady's house?
My excuse is that I'm working on a project trying to uncover the historical story behind Malerna City, so I'm gonna look at a bunch of old documents and try to find some Havoc Moon stuff.
That is pretty solid.
You receive a reply.
Is it in? Oh, it's in the general chat. You typed it out.
Hayden.
I'd be happy to show you around the place maybe Tuesday afternoon. Would that be okay with you? Yeah, he'll send a thumbs up emoji, and then that'll be it. Okay, so you guys are gonna trail me, right?
Yeah, we'll trail you. Well, at least Aego will. I think that it's time that Billy O takes a step backwards, and you see Billy goes into the closet and he wraps a towel around his head and puts sunglasses on, and he puts the trench coat back on, and he goes, Aego might be trailing you, but Invisible Pete will not be far behind.
Holy shit, I don't even recognize you.
Wait, we're still in Aego's apartment, right?
Yeah.
Wait, we're in Aego's apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a blue towel.
I'm sorry, what was that you cut out?
A very bright blue towel. Since
well,
Aego's...
why does he have a...
It's from I want points of bright blue towel on it.
I'm glad Aego has a very distinct aesthetic towel sense.
Yeah, is the whole... We need the lore on this. Is the whole apartment, like, color-aligned like this?
You never realized it before, but the entire apartment is blue.
Right?
It's like a sudden realization. You look around.
It's like your high school literature class. It's a metaphor for his deep sorrow.
You start hearing the fucking the girl robot from Squid Game doing the song. Oh man. Okay. So let me get the game plan straight. Am I just going in doing research and you guys are supervising, or am I distracting her? You're sneaking in and stealing / researching.
I mean, we could just wiretap you.
True.
Because what I'm thinking...
that sounds like a good idea.
Is if I keep her distracted...
I could...
Yeah?
Aego could purchase some of those newfangled tiny microscope... Not microscopes. Microphones.
Like those lapel mics that you hide under your shirt?
Oh, I was thinking I'd carry them around with my flaming lips. Get a live feed.
Smart. Sounds like a plan.
I feel like, Aiden, you could go in, and me and Aego could stay in the car, and Aego could do the recon. And if you really need backup, you could call Invisible Pete.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Well, what I'm thinking is, if I can do research, I can hang out with her, and then you, if you can hold like a tablet, right, that can see the stuff that Flaming Lips' mics and cameras are carrying around, and then if you see anything that you think would be useful, you can portal it back to the car, right? Because it should be within range if you're like nearby.
Yeah, I could do that if as long as we have a way to see what Flaming Lips are seeing.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's saying using cameras and mics. Maybe you can stream what they're holding up to like a tablet. I can set that up for you. I know enough about tech to do that.
Okay.
And my bugs could also like scan several parts of the house at once. We can use more than one stream/mic.
You could have like the Five Nights at Freddy camera set up on your tablet for the different rooms.
And
just see your dad start running down the hallway.
How are we going to get a camera in the house? Are we attaching it to you?
No, he's saying...
Ears. Billy-O can be the hands.
He's saying he wants to buy those really tiny mic and cameras and have have Flaming Lips carry them around the house as I'm distracting her. And then he can look for shit. And then if you see anything useful, you can portal it. And then I'll just focus on distracting her and maybe trying to find some stuff while I'm researching. But like you guys are the ones really looking out for interesting shit.
This is sensible. You had to explain a little bit. I'm a little, dazed from the sleeping gas.
You're the So Iago's the eyes and ears. You're the portaler, and I'm the distraction / doing whatever research I can.
Wait, Hayden, we should probably set you up with an earpiece, in case we uncover something unsavory.
Yeah, you can feed me lines if I panic, and that's a good idea. This is all going on your bill, by the way, right?
Well, I think it's a team contribution. No, I can take the bulk, but I expect more than zero contribution.
I actually think it might be better to pay in the unmarked bills and go through different channels, just because I think a lawyer buying all that equipment would raise more suspicion than is worth when we're playing like a secret supernatural game. So maybe you should do like a black market purchase.
You could just have me buy it. I've canonically bought all of the ingredients to make meth, and no one batted an eye.
Damn.
No one will ever know.
In Jeffco. Yeah, I mean, go for it then. That works too. Alright, team, we ready for this plan?
Let's go.
Ready.
Alright, Tan, we're in it to win it.
Okay, so Tuesday's tomorrow. So, how will you let her know that you are coming on the day?
I mean, I would assume so, because I need the address still. I'll be like, hey, I'm all ready, let me know. I'll, shower, I'll put on, probably the nicest clothes he owns, which is, khakis and a button-up. I'll be ready. Those are also the nicest clothes I own, because I don't own any nice clothes.
She sends you a link to her address along with this message.
What the fuck is that emoticon, Dan?
Isn't that squid or something?
What is that? Is that like a bear? I'm terrified.
I can see it.
The only way you can make this lady scarier is if she has a Ghibli profile picture. I would immediately run away. Oh my god.
Wait, why would that be terrifying?
Have you ever spoken to anyone with a Ghibli profile picture online? They're the most terrifying human beings.
I feel like that... Okay, that's gotta be a one-all.
I also agree with Aiga. I don't think that this is a thing.
It is a thing. All right, I'm the only sane man in an insane world.
Oh my god.
What would you do if you go on a date with someone and you get to their house and they have Danganronpa merch everywhere? I would run away.
You get the fuck out of there immediately.
But it's all Monokuma. There's none of the other characters. Just him.
That would be a little based, but still scary.
It's just a massive poster of him in that pose on the wall.
I'd be so funny. Imagine I finally go to England. I'm like, Tan, I'm gonna see you, and I go to his house, and it's all Sonic merch all the way through the house. All right, yeah, let's do this thing.
I didn't know you like Danganronpa. What's Danganronpa? I just like this bear.
All right, Let's do it. Operation, get the info.
Love Island.
What'd you say?
Operation Love Island.
Please no.
Operation Ulterior Motives for a date.
Ooh, I like Operation Ulterior Motive. That's pretty good.
It's very descriptive.
Mm-hmm. Well, a cool operation name is like vague, you know? It's not like specific.
So as you drive up, it seems she has a very nice house. It's like this old manor on sort of the in one of the nicer parts of town that has a bit more nature to it. I say manor, it's not that huge, but it's like it's not like in a suburb or anything. It's not connected to any other houses. It's very much a singular building with sort of a road leading up to it and a big garden.
Jesus.
Very
this
historic.
This is how I know that you're from England, because that's like what you think like rich houses look like.
Yeah.
Like the little garden path up the way to the manor. Oh, that's
Tan,
awesome.
is this house located somewhere where we could like covertly park God and not arouse suspicion?
Yeah.
Or is this just like okay,
maybe you guys should work on unlocking the invisibility module for God. You should go rack up some God points.
that's why I'm Invisible Pete right now.
We should do donuts in the park so we can get a high score on hitting pedestrians and get enough God points. Unlock the invisibility module. Alright guys, wish me luck. I'll try not to fuck things up for y'all. And I'll open my little khaki pocket for a couple flaming lips to fly in. Yellow?
Yeah, they fly in.
Well, they do.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure how much I should be talking. I will go up then and knock on the door or ring the bell or what have you.
It has a big novelty doorbell.
Wait. One question first. We did stop Hayden with like an inconspicuous earpiece, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got earpieces. He's got flaming lips, and we got like a 5 monitors hooked up to God. His
one thing he doesn't have. One thing he doesn't have: a haircut.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was gonna say, because he has long hair. It's kind of nice because his hair usually covers over his ears, so it like hides the earpiece a bit. It also sets up the scene to potentially like, I have an idea to potentially fumble it later if that would make things more interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna go up. Yeah, I ring the novelty doorbell. It plays Do You Like Pina Coladas? I wait patiently.
Woohoo! It says in a Mario voice.
That's way better. Actually, no. It says Wahoo in a Chris Pratt voice from the movie.
Bing Wahoo.
Wahoo.
Mamma Mia, it says.
This is my
I can hear the tones of Mario. You hear from inside, and then the door opens. It's her. Oh, it's Hayden. Hayden, it's you.
Hey, it's,
right on time.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Samantha. I really appreciate getting a chance to look at those archives. Is it alright if I come in?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I always love helping out with a little adventure. Well, I don't know if I call it an adventure, but it's like, you know.
Hey,
it's
reading is always an adventure.
Oh!
And then I will step in, and I subtly open the pocket for the flaming lips to fly out. We're so good at audio dramas. Why are we not at the top of YouTube every day?
So yeah, you want a drink or something? You want to just get started and be like, you want some ice cream?
Wow, a drink and ice cream. That's extremely thoughtful. You know what? Actually, I would love a dilly bar, and a drink would be good too. Oh fuck! I go to my earpiece. What's a normal person ice cream?
Rocky
cherry with the bits
mint.
in it.
Rocky or strawberry with mint. Actually, no, mint's for assholes. Don't get mint.
Are you okay? You're kind of pale.
Rocky Road is what I meant to say.
Visibly panicking when asked what ice cream you want.
Get strawberry! Get strawberry!
Rocky Road, he says, and then he goes, under his breath when now he goes to strawberries. He goes, and a drink would be lovely. Any drink's fine with me. Beer, wine, whiskey. I'm a chill guy.
I'll get you a root soda. A root beer, even. I made a mistake, too.
I love root beer. It's like beer that you're cheering for. Am I right?
What?
Oh no.
Oh, I get it. It's because it's really good. Yeah, okay, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, that's correct.
She leaves to get it.
This is
Billy's gonna push in his mic. He's like, Hayden, do you see any posters from that visual novel game series that you were talking about earlier?
I love how Billy-O did not have a phone, but he knows about Danganronpa.
I scan the room to see if there's any Danganronpa posters.
None to be seen.
Oh, thank God.
This is a safe place.
This
okay,
is so
we're
far
good.
The most normal person I've ever talked to.
Most normal Malona City citizen.
Doesn't like Danganronpa. Oh, but you know what? She is really into Your Turn to Die. No. Yeah, I guess, has Flaming Lips been able to find anything yet, or is the archive still a ways away?
Well, Flaming Lips are potentially sort of fly around and get a sense of this main building. It's a reasonably normal building, as far as I can tell. I go 2 floors here. There seems to be a basement down below, and an attic up above the 2nd floor. There's a couple of bedrooms, living room, dining room. It's got everything, basically.
Are there any bookshelves in the bedroom?
There are some, yes, but these seems to be more for normal books, not really any historical documents, as far as you can see through their vision. There are a few bedrooms, so this seems to be a place that previously had many more people than are currently living here.
What's the largest room Flaming Lips has been in so far, or found at least?
The biggest room, probably the bedroom. It's fairly sizable.
Alright, Billy-O, portal. Make a small portal. I want to push some of these books. See if they're a secret switch.
Which ones?
All of them.
Every book in the bedroom? Okay. And,
no. I don't want to take them. I want to... You open the portal, I just shove my hand through the portal. And I push...
Okay.
Adam's family.
And Billy's gonna open a portal and get those books out. And they're gonna fall in the car.
But no, that's not what I meant.
He wants you to make a portal in front of the bookcase so he can shove his hand in to try and push the books and see if there's secret switches.
Okay, the hand wiggles free.
I see. And Billy's gonna open another portal and take books that he portaled out and haphazardly throw them in so they fall on the bed. And he opens a portal in front of the bookshelf.
Wait, I forget. Can Billy slide his portals along space, or just have to open and close?
Close. It's an open and close situation.
Yeah, he could open and close them. He can't really move them.
That would be a great thing to make your Act 3 power, is opening the portal and using it as a weapon, or conveniently moving it around.
Grab the portal and slice you in half of it.
Want to go further down the bookcase. And there you go. I thought you agreed to call me Invisible Pete during this mission. I'm not Billy right now.
Did I say Billy? I meant Pete.
Rocky Road and some root soda here for you, she says as she comes back into the room.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet, Samantha. Now, do you know what the best thing you do with root beer soda and Rocky Road ice cream is?
I don't. Tell me.
No, you see, I promised you fun drinks. And I was originally going to buy you, boba tea or something, but since you offered ice cream, I'm going to show you something really cool. Watch this. And I'm going to go into the kitchen, away from the bugs, and I'm going to look for, a glass mug.
You find one.
I'm going to make a root beer float.
Oh, ooh la la!
Yeah, and then I'll hand it to her, and I'll be give this a try.
This is pretty good. You work as a bartender or something?
No, there was a soda shop I used to go to a lot as a kid, and they sold these, and I was a little bit obsessed with them, so I used to make them all the time as a kid. They're just something I enjoy eating, and you mentioned you had root beer, so I was like, oh, this is perfect, and now I don't have to go run the Starbucks.
Well, that's just dandy. Anyway, we should probably finish off this ice cream before we look into any books or anything. I don't want to get all vanilla on the pages.
Yeah. Oh, man. Last time I ate ice cream and read books at the same time, ooh, messy day at the library. They did not like me.
And meanwhile, there you go. Your book tilting efforts do not seem to be bearing fruit. No bookcases are sliding away or anything.
You know, for a YA offer, I thought her home would be a bit more cliche.
Me too.
Anyway, so you wanted to look at the records. Is there anything specific thing you wanted to look at? I mean, there's a couple of bits and pieces, like from my grandma, a couple of diaries.
That's
I think
just
some
it,
newspapers.
Right? My project is I wanted to build an idea of what someone's life was like in Malerna City near when it was founded. So if I could look at some of those old newspapers and maybe at those diaries, if it's not too personal, that would really be helpful for that. My whole thing is I'm trying to compare the life of a Malerna City resident over 100 years ago with the life of one today. See how it's changed.
Well, sure. Like I said, there's a couple of diaries. One from around when my grandma was like 7 to 8. I think another one from that. This other one is the one I based the book off when she was 16. I think it was like a fiction thing she was trying to write. She starts mentioning this Havoc Moon game, things like that.
Really? Well, you know I'm a huge fan of that book, Samantha. I think it's one of your best works. I was absolutely thrilled from beginning to end. If I could look at that diary first, just as a fan, I don't know how helpful it would be for my project, but that'd be really awesome if that wouldn't put you off too much.
Oh, well, yeah. I've actually, because it was one of my materials for the book, I actually made a couple of copies for it, just in case there was ever, an accident. You can have one of those if you like, just to hold on to.
You are so smart. That would be amazing. It would make my day.
Well, sure. I'll let me just get it for you. I've actually got it in storage back in the back.
Perfect. And then as she goes off, I click in my earpiece and I'm like, have one of your bugs follow her. I think she's going to go down to the archives.
Aiko responds, got it. Over.
He does not seem to be going down to the archive in this case. She seems to be heading up to the bedroom.
Well, that works out.
And it is going to be a secret bookcase. You were right.
She pulls out a little lockbox from underneath the bed and puts in the little dial for it.
And then the bookcase goes back and reveals a secret. No. Sorry.
And she sort of pulls out this big stack of printed paper, sort of bound with a rubber band. I didn't have time to really sort it or anything, so make sure you don't get it mixed up. I mean, I don't need it back, but it'll make for hard reading if you don't know the order.
Oh, it's totally fine. I understand. Real writing is passionate and unorganized. It just shows that your grandmother was really focused on what she was making rather than worrying about how decipherable it was. I like the challenge, though. I think it'll be fun.
Like Memento.
Yeah, just like Memento. That's like one of my top 9.
You are suddenly cut off as your phone buzzes.
Oh no. I'm
it
so
is from
sorry.
the Havoc Moon game number, and all of you get this message.
What does it say?
It's in the chat.
Kill the Shadowless Man, 221 New Eden Apartments, Washington Street. Hurry. Is that address this house?
It is not.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I go, I'm so sorry, Samantha. I need to check this real quick. I see it, and I go, ugh. And then I text Iago, I think. Because Iago has enough bugs to multitask, and Billy needs to stay watching and portaling to do things. I think Iago's going to have to be the one that looks into this Shadowless Man. And I go, Iago, can you handle
get a second
this?
text of it as well.
I will do it now. Help!
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, well. Aigo's gonna buzz over his earpiece. Hayden, keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. If you need help, don't hesitate to take Billy, because I think I might have found the mother lode. I text.
I got a question. Hayden, did it look like she got a text too, this lady?
Did it? Did I hear her phone buzz? Okay. I text him. No, doesn't seem so. I go, I'm so sorry about that. That was my brother. He just lost his job recently. He's been struggling. I had to wire him a little bit of money.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
He'll be fine. He's a smart guy. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to look...
mention his hand injury.
He's in the hospital because he messed up his hand.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, he did. I'm sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
Yeah, that was a totally unnecessary detail to that story that I had to add because I believed in you.
Yeah, he hurt his hand also.
I'd love to look through these together with you if you don't mind. And I sort of start to pick at the papers with her and scan for anything of interest.
So, just giving you the cliff notes here. So it's very similar to the record in the book, basically, but some details seem more detailed, a bit more accurate to the real world, as it is not like a IA universe it's being written in.
Right.
It seems that this person, the grandmother, saw the advert in the newspaper, got recruited to the Havoc Moon game. She's very vague about what the stand she developed is, but it seems she grouped up with two other people who she uses the aliases Diamond and Spade to describe.
I'm curious, was it really a love triangle in the original?
There's no mention of a love triangle.
I figured. And my other curiosity, because the book she wrote didn't end, is there an end to this? Like, did she win? Did she...
It does not. It seems to have cut off sort of 3/4 of the way through this Havoc Moon game. It's sort of described near the end as feeling like it's coming to an end, but that's where it sort of comes to a close as diary. There are a couple more I'm trying to dig up from her old residence, but this is the latest one I can find.
It's kind of bizarre that it suddenly cut off here right before the end, just like your version. Did your grandmother... You knew her when you were a kid, right? Or had she already passed away?
Oh, she'd already passed away.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. And then I get a feeling in the back of my mind that this journal might have ended because she died just before she almost won.
Well, she had quite a few, and apparently there's a couple of after this one, but they were at my grandma's old house, and that's, well, it's kind of a wreck, I'll be honest, so we're still trying to dig stuff out of there.
Hey.
I can let you know if we find anything else.
If you want, I understand what it's like to have to rummage through that stuff. My friends, I know a couple strong guys that'd be willing to help, just, move some debris out, help you find things if you want. Just figured I'd offer, but no sweat.
That's okay. It seems like that was maybe a step too far.
Okay, cool. Well, now that I've looked at the Havoc Moon stuff, I guess, could I look into some of those diaries from before that you mentioned that would maybe express what it was like living in Malerna City back then?
Sure. Like I said, these are mostly from when she was younger, like the ones we have here, like 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 11 to 12, those sorts of things.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, anything's helpful if you don't mind. And as she walks away, I will give a very brief group text. I'll be like, got the deets from the Havoc Moon game, unfinished there too. She says there's more at another house. Tried to offer to get in. She seemed dodgy. Detective emoji. And I send that to my friends.
Aigo replies, why are you using... Are you 16? Why are you using emojis? Over.
Shrug emoji, just trying to fit in with the hip crowd.
He infected you.
Billy's gonna lean over and he's gonna be like, Aigo, I think this woman is changing our friend irreparably.
He used to be cool, man.
Yeah, he used to be cool when you didn't shower and played League of Legends.
I wish when you were single.
So true. Yeah, I don't think Hayden's going to be in any relationships anytime soon. But he'll play the rest of this out. He'll try to be cordial so that he can maybe contact her in the future about stuff. But unless you tell me, Tan, that there's anything else that would be super relevant to us, I'm going to assume that we can pan over to Aigo and Billio's adventure.
You can though, yeah. So yeah, you have received this text, and Hayden said you can deal with it. It's kill the Shadowless man, 221 New Eden Apartments, Washington Street. It's like 20 minutes away from your current location.
And you only have 2 hours to do it, which is worrying.
Wait a minute. Wait, how long did the rest of that Hayden stuff take time-wise?
Like a couple of minutes.
Oh, is it? Well, let's pick up Hayden then.
Well, if that's okay with Hayden, Hayden can come too. Yeah.
Hayden,
I guess
I don't think
in
wants
the meantime,
to leave yet because I think if
I get ya.
If he no, because if he just dips a few minutes after coming, right after reading the Havoc Moon thing, then it's gonna be like, oh, he just wanted to come over to read about the book, and that's gonna hurt her feelings. But if he keeps up a cordial relationship with her, then he might be able to contact her after she finds shit at her grandma's other house. Is my thought process.
I think that's smarter too. I think it's more suspicious if he left that early.
Yeah.
Besides,
So I'm gonna just be like nice to her, hang out with her, whatever makes her seem happy while you guys go on the cool adventure right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. That makes sense. The Aego fellowship path might have been bleeding through.
Yeah. Aego's a lawyer. He's used to cutting right through people for what he wants.
All right. Well, in that case, Aego will direct God towards Eden Street.
Billy's gonna
Eden Apartments. New Eden Apartments.
Billy's gonna look towards Aego and he's gonna be like, "Wow, it's just me and you now, huh? I don't think we've ever been alone together on a Havoc Moon mission, have we?"
You are not alone. I'm here too.
God! Thanks, God.
God's always with us. It's a grant.
We need to have one cool scene where we're like all backs against the wall in an alley, and someone's like, "You guys are all alone now. There's no escape." And it's like, "No, God's always with us." And then God runs them over donut mode. Oh man. Keep in mind.
Well, that's right. God is with us. Ha ha ha. Billy's starting to get slightly more unsettled by the presence of this car.
Notice, my spyware indicates that you have received a text on your cell phone to eliminate a Shadowless man. What is a Shadowless man?
How do you know about that?
Like I said, my spyware.
Actually,
don't even try.
Man.
I will tell you, as someone who's watched Summertime Render with Tan, I'm gonna guess you should look for people who are literally missing a shadow.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to look for hunting for a Shadowless man.
The description does add up. Well, God, let's go.
I'm already on the way.
So is this in
It was unclear from the narration.
I would say it's I wouldn't think necessarily it's not like a rich part of town, but it's not. It's on the upper half of the scale rather than the lower half.
Could have just said the suburbs.
And I'm gonna lean into God and I'm gonna be like, look, I know we don't have the best relationship right now, but if you see a guy without a shadow, you have permission to kill him for me.
Thank you. At last.
If you see a man without a shadow, activate auto donut mode.
So pulls up outside this apartment block. It's pretty big, tour wise as well. So and a lot of apartments, a lot of people sort of coming to and fro in the lobby. But it does seem like there's no physical impediment to you just going up to this room.
Well, I guess Aego, we could just waltz right in. Am I right?
Actually, I've got an idea. All right, so now that Hayden over at okay, I forget the name of the mansion, but the manor done his business, I could actually bring back some of my flaming lips through your portals, and then we can use them to scout out the place.
Sounds like a good idea, and I'm gonna retract. Well, Head Like a Hole was already retracted. It's not that long range, but I could hop in a portal and physically move up the building and scout through the windows and things like that if you want. Unless Flaming Lips might be faster. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, let's just. You want to risk your body like that, Billy O?
Not really.
Billy
Not
Joe.
really. No, Billy Joe, you don't know about that. Look, you could just have Flaming Lips go through the windows, and we could just see where we go from there. Look, I'll be honest with you, Aego. I'm kind of tired right now. Might be from all the sleeping gas, but I really don't want to kill a Shadowless man today. This seems like a lot of effort.
What, you never killed someone on one of these missions before? Did he?
Oh, of course. Of course I have. In my, before I met you guys. Does it look like anyone's around this building that we could pin as suspicious or no?
Not from what you can see. Everyone here seems to just be normal people doing normal things.
Alright, well, I'm assuming, Aego, if this thing gave us an apartment address, that the Shadowless man or whoever we have to kill is within the building itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to bring some of my flaming lips to scout the place. See if it gets water or not, canary in the coal mine.
Sounds good to me. Just let me know if you need any portal assistance.
And he's gonna bring his bugs up the apartment.
Right, okay. The 221 New Eden Apartments, the door is closed there. You can't tell whether it's locked from the outside, but your flies...
Is there space, under the door?
There is, yes. The flies can get under. And as you get under, it starts to become a little sussy. The apartment is pitch black, the lights are off, and the first thing your bugs see as they come in are two figures, one of which seems to be tied in a chair, not moving, with their face sort of head facing down, the hair on the face. And the second figure seems to be almost like a bedsheet ghost, but the bedsheet was pitch black and sort of being pulled up against their face. You can see the various indentations of human features. And it seems like...
No.
I didn't catch it, sorry.
Seems we got a hostage situation going on.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I mean, one guy's tied to a chair.
And what's the other one doing? Is that it? Are there only two people in there?
There are only two people in there, it seems, yes. And as your flaming lips are sort of flying through the air, you suddenly see the bedsheet man's head snap in their direction. He lunges forward, and you suddenly just lose your connection to those flies.
God damn it, those mics were expensive.
What's going on? Did you retract your stand?
Alright. I don't think we can sneak up on this guy. My bugs went in, and they're tiny for bugs. This guy just squashed them instantly. He knew where they were, and he didn't even have his eyes out.
Wait, can you still feel them? Did you physically retract your stand?
I didn't retract. Wait, can he? Does it feel like we're...
It feels like those individual flies were destroyed from how familiar you are with the sensation.
No, they got crushed. They're gone.
Right.
I like to think there's a crack in his fingernail now.
Could you maybe... were they just staring at each other in the dark in there?
No. The guy in the chair looked like he was passed out. His hair was down, eyes. He didn't even move.
And the other guy was just standing there. Well, okay. If only we had a way to generate some light, maybe we could turn on a light switch or something. Do you think you could send bugs in and maybe find something?
Tanhony, you said it was pitch black in the room, right?
Well, it's apart from some brief sunlight coming through the blinds.
Okay, so
but mostly very, very dark. There is a window, yes.
Okay, you mentioned there were some people walking the streets, right? Civilian witnesses.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it would be a bad idea to just break. What, Billy? How do you feel about smashing the window from the outside?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. And Billy's going to reach in the back of the seat and pull out a metal baseball bat. Would you want it now or later?
Just keep it handy for now. I want to send out a second wave. I got a bit of an idea.
Remind me, can Flaming Lips control people's actions or no?
What do you mean?
Could you put Flaming Lips on someone and kind of puppet them around with enough bugs?
I mean, I guess if I use enough bugs, I could physically push them around and stuff, but other than that, no. There's no
okay.
stand ability to it other than having force.
Right. Okay. I was thinking my idea was maybe we could have like one of these bystanders physically be controlled to smash the window open if we don't want to risk our own bodies.
Books up.
I mean, or we could just ram God through the front window if we really want to.
God, how do you feel about that?
It appears this apartment is on the second floor. It is impractical to expect me to ram it without a ramp.
Do you have any modules that can, I don't know, extend wheels or something like that?
Not yet. I have not found the ore. How many of my secret notebooks have you found?
I don't know if we have enough God modules to pull this one off. You know what? I'm just gonna take the bat and I'm gonna go in myself and portal myself up to the. You said this is the second floor, right? Where this hostage situation is taking place?
A second floor apartment, yes.
Is anything going on the first floor?
Not from what you can see, then, no. Well, not from related.
Okay. We could just walk right in.
Oh, yeah, you absolutely can walk there.
Okay, all right. I thought the entire building was pitch black, so it's literally
No, it's that apartment.
Yeah, and I thought it was on like the 5th floor or something.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we could just walk right in and go up to the second floor and see what's happening. So I'm gonna get out of the car and I'm gonna enter the building.
Okay, you head in. Some people give you strange glances.
Walk out too.
Probably just because of your apparel and general existence. But you are not impeded as you make your way to the apartment.
Huh, that's weird. I thought a receptionist might at least stop me from just walking right in here. Yeah, at least that's usually what happens when I try to enter apartments uninvited.
Seems the receptionist is busy. They're playing Mario and Luigi RPG on the Nintendo 3DS. #ad.
Everywhere I go, I see gamers.
I see his face. Luigi.
Are there stairs or an elevator nearby?
Both.
Okay. Alright, I'll take the stairs.
So yeah, you head up the stairs. You see, again, nothing suspicious on your way there. You just
I go
general...
the elevator.
Yeah, and similar thing with you. Yeah, you don't really have any unusual experiences on your way to this apartment. And before long, you were just standing outside the door.
Are there, actually, there you go. Could you send one of your flaming lips back down to the first floor and maybe check inside that receptionist's desk for maybe a, I don't know, some sort of record that has the names of the people who live here? I have an idea.
Yeah, sure. And I almost said Hayden. Igo's gonna do that.
So, I didn't quite catch out what you do.
He's gonna send some of his flaming lips bugs to the receptionist desk. See if it's like a piece of paper or something with the list of presidents and their name.
Yeah, you managed to find that information. It's a Ronald Parker who lives here.
In this room?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna Google him really quick. Is there anything that comes up on Google or Facebook?
It's a fairly common name, so you come up with quite a few different results. There's a wrestler called Ronald Parker. There's a professor at a university. This doesn't seem to be very useful results, essentially.
Iego, this guy's like a ghost. I can't find him anywhere.
Igo wordlessly like points his thumb at the door.
I'm gonna take the metal bat and smash it against the door itself, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, Ronald Parker, this is the IRS. You haven't been paying your taxes, and we're here to collect."
You say this and hit the bat. The door just immediately swings open. It doesn't seem to have been properly closed or locked.
Oh, well, we're coming in here. It's really dark in here.
As you poke your heads in, you see that there is still the person in the chair in the same position. There's no sign of this bedsheet man, however. All the furniture is just sort of a mess, things being thrown about. There's sheets of paper thrown around everywhere, one of which in particular seems to be sort of one covered in a bloody handprint on a sort of cabinet. There's an old CRT TV sort of pushed into the corner of the room, turned off, not even plugged into anything. It's a very strange scene, basically. And you just hear this drip, drip as this man is looking down at the floor in his chair.
Well, I just had an idea. Billy O, can you open a portal just to the outside, shine a light into this room?
Well, I was just going to fumble my hand around for a light switch, but sure.
Well, if you do that, yes, a very strange spotlight comes into the room of sunlight. And
Does anything seem to change, or is the room just illuminated more?
The room is just illuminated more.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to this Mr. Parker, and I'm going to check his pulse and see if he's still...
Maybe
second you touch him, you know he is dead. He has no pulse.
He's dead.
He is mega dead, yes. He's still warm, so he died fairly recently, it seems, but there is no pulse, there's no breathing, there's nothing.
What I would do is, now that you have the lights on, is he leaving a shadow behind?
He is.
Okay.
There you go. Didn't you say there were two people in this room?
Yeah, the other was dressed all in black.
Okay. And I'm going to close the portal, and I'm going to see if anything happens.
It does not.
I'm going to open it again. Okay, illuminating the room. Does it look like there was like a struggle here? I'm assuming there's like handprints.
At some point, it seems there were. Yeah, there's an indentation against a wall where a man could have been thrown. And as you're looking at it, you do see that seems to be where that piece of paper mentioned with the bloody handprint is there. It's a little document with a little sticky note on top of it that reads with the following.
What does it say? What's it going to say?
And then that is what it says on the sticky notes, and here is the document itself.
Person of interest.
Shit.
Shadow man. Oh no.
And foreigner.
The Shadowless Man, alias real name unknown. Oh my god, this looks like some fucking shit you would write as an article, Tan. Oh my god.
Billy's gonna look at it, he's gonna be like, I think I've seen this guy before on the SCP Wiki. This is the guest.
No, that's a white sheet. This is a black sheet. It's completely different.
Foreigner, ability unclear, interview with surviving victim bisected. Surviving bisected?
It manages the boundaries between dimensions. Okay.
It's got the JoJo quote marks as well.
I'm going to assume, based on the bisection, that it's between 2D and 3D, especially with the Shadowless, so I would start looking at the walls for, like, things on them, or the floor, or the ceiling.
Right.
As you're looking at the walls, you do see the occasional graffiti that seems to be of, like, a severed human finger. There's, like, 10 of them in total. Well, 8 of them and 2 thumbs.
Does Mr. Parker have his fingers?
When you look, he does not have his fingers. They have been severed cleanly at the tips.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna head like a whole stand rush the fingers on the wall.
Nothing happens. They crack. The wall cracks and falls apart where you punch it.
I think he can put things into 2D, and when he does, that severs them in the real world. So if he touches you, you're fucked.
I think he figured it out.
I goes like bring out his flame lips. He's like coating himself in it, or like what happened with the guy who could like. The stand user who like shot a beam and transported to a weird dimension.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
You look at the wall and you see a decal of like the hieroglyphs Link from Link Between Worlds skittering around.
Are the fingers still there on the cracked wall, or did they disappear when I touched it?
They are there.
Okay. I'm gonna try to physically touch them.
You cannot. It's just a picture on a wall from your perspective.
Okay. Are there any pens or pencils around, or like something I could use to write on the wall?
Some writing materials.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of those and try to slash a line through one of the fingers.
You do. You seem to interact with it as if it was a Well, just drawing. You're just drawing over it.
Okay.
I would guess if he's
Really, I got
shadowless.
an idea.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Stay close to me. Watch my back.
Okay.
And,
does Aego still have a shadow?
He does.
Okay.
good.
I'm gonna make a
Does Billy have a shadow?
Yes, you both have shadows.
I'm gonna make a guess that his shadow, if it's not around him, is his stand, and that you might be able to stay safe actually if you like travel in the dark without shadows.
Okay, first things first. Actually, Okay, Billy, I got 2 parts to my plan. 1, we're gonna break all those windows. 2, this guy's gotta be here somewhere. My flaming lips are gonna freeze the whole place over, and we're gonna draw him out.
Alright, sounds good.
There's something very...
I'm gonna start...
Sorry.
I smash all of the windows in succession. Hopefully this doesn't cause any falling glass to fall at any passing bystanders below.
There's something very interesting. The fact that says do it in 2 hours and has help makes me think maybe and the fact that you have all this info laid out is maybe the Shadowless man has been hired to assassinate someone involved with the Havoc Moon game. If you could somehow defeat him and capture him, you might be able to get info, although it does say he's never been observed speaking, so...
I do think that it is odd that there was just this document lying around, so...
Yeah, and this is the first time a text has ever been, like, help, you know? Like, it's never been, like, begging us to do something. It's always been a challenge before.
Right, it's almost like, it's, wanting us to... The game wants us to kill him, obviously, and it's giving us this information to do so. So it actually might be our benefit if we could not directly fight the Shadow Man. And I'm going to relay this general idea in Billy O terms to Aego, and maybe we could try to lure the Shadow Man out for the purposes of conversation.
Also worth noting is in the top right of the document it says SWF, which I presume is the Speedwagon Foundation.
I didn't even see that. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna put the bat down and I'm gonna be like, Shadow Man, you could come out now. We would just like to talk. I know you don't speak very much, but I could tell you I'm a good conversationalist.
There is no response from the empty room.
You know what? I tried it.
You do, however, hear a very quiet from the kitchen, where it does appear the phone is off the hook there.
I'm gonna pick it up and...
Aego's gonna do one thing before during this meantime. He's gonna have... Well, the guy looks like he's dead. He's gonna have his flaming lips, craft an icicle, start plunging it slowly into the guy's throat, just in case he's playing dead. Yeah, if he's not dead, he should react, surely.
He does not react as you desecrate his corpse. Did you realise, however, that someone seems to have beat you to the desecration of the corpse? He is missing one of his eyes, which you didn't notice previously.
I look around the wall, around the walls. Is there an eye that is cropped up? Not. Okay. That the eye might mean that Shadow Man might be using it in some way to watch. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm gonna pick up the phone. Is there anything going on the line?
No, but you do hear sort of the person on the other end still speaking. Hello, 911. The police are on the way to your location. Please stay calm.
No need. Sorry, it was a kitchen fire.
Who is this? A different person from before. Who is this?
Mr. Parker.
They hang up on you.
That's it? They just hung up?
Yeah, they did.
They hate Peter Parker.
Wasn't this guy's name Ramon Parker?
Yeah.
Okay. Dune,
right.
I'm interested because your stand's kind of too deep. What happens if you put a portal over like one of the fingers? Do you think you could somehow absorb it because your stand is also sort of too deep?
I do exactly that. I put a portal over the fingers.
The portal goes over the finger. It appears that it's a different. Your thing is a flat thing that goes on it, but it seems this is more like a drawing than just being flattened.
The portal seems more like a drawing, you said?
No, the finger is more like a drawing. Yours is just a flat portal that goes over the finger.
Right, okay. So the fingers are overlaid over the portal?
Yeah. Well, no, the portal goes over the finger. It's like a part of the wall, basically.
Alright, I see. I understand. Alright, well, Aego, it seems like the police or the fire department are on their way here, I'm assuming. Maybe. Possibly. So we do have a limited time to do this. What are you doing to that guy's corpse?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He is surely dead.
Billy is traumatized.
He's enacting
Billy's trauma meter goes up. It's like fucking Indigo Prophecy.
He's gonna have his flaming lips like slowly creep along like at the surface and like at a steady pace, freezing them over, seeing if the guy will react to this and get drawn out. Like
he does not react to any of this. But as you are sort of again desecrating his corpse, you do see there is like a key card in his breast pocket.
Oh. I go reaches for it.
So yeah, it reads his name. He's got his face with both eyes on it, and it identifies him as being an employee at. Let me just get this up here. An employee at the Malerna City Emergency Notification System.
Oh, that's strange.
Does he have a phone on him?
He does, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take his phone, and does it have, I'm assuming it doesn't have a passcode or something, for convenience sake.
It doesn't seem to have. It does seem to have a passcode, but also has a fingerprint scanner.
Okay. I will scan it with his hand that is remaining there.
He doesn't have any fingers remaining. Remember?
Oh, you're right. You can't do that.
All 10 are on the walls.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bring the phone over to the fingers on the wall and place it there.
There's one that's sort of facing towards you in the drawing, and you put it there. And strangely, the mat like it's like almost paint-like, and the paint pattern matches the fingerprints. What a miracle! So yeah,
I'm sorry. What was
that? You got the phone open. That's important part. The phone is open. What would you like to do with it?
I check his messages immediately. Is there anything of note?
Fairly normal stuff. He was talking to his girlfriend last night. He's got to do the weekend shift apparently at work.
Is there anything? Is there anything from the number that we get the Havoc Moon text messages from?
There is not.
Okay. What about calls recently? Anything like any weird contacts on his phone?
There was a call an hour ago to a anonymous number. It seems to be a call back to this number as well.
Okay, so he called it and then he called him back. I'm just gonna call them.
Hello. It's a woman's voice on the other end.
Hey, I did it.
Who is this?
Parker.
I know what Parker sounds like, and you are not Parker. And I know the man coming after him doesn't speak, so there's no point pretending that either. Who are you? What are you doing there?
I told you, I'm Parker. He got in my throat a little bit. But I managed to incapacitate the target.
Unlikely. If you continue with this, I shall hang up and block your number. Who are you?
All right. I'm Aego Way. I'm someone working on the Havoc Moon. Yeah.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah. Look, I'm fully public facing. You can just look me up and everything. You probably know who I am from the ads and all. I'm
not familiar with your law practice, but I keep tabs on everyone playing that damnable game. My name is Regina Carter. What are you doing there?
I'm gonna immediately turn the speaker on so Aego could hear this. I'm I'll just be honest with you. I'm playing the Havoc Moon game. We were ordered to come to this apartment to take out the Shadowless man. And, well, this is one of the... Well, Mr. Parker's dead.
Listen carefully. I need you to answer this question. Does he have both his eyes?
He's missing one of them.
You need to destroy that eye and the other one. The access to the emergency notification system is through retina scans. You cannot allow the Shadowless man to get there.
Well, can you at least explain to us what his MO is?
He's a mercenary for hire. No doubt he's been brought here to somehow make things worse. It's his usual operandus.
Right, but his stand, how does it work? I'm seeing his fingers on the wall right now, but there's no way that any of us can interact with them.
He can make 2D 3D and 3D 2D. Did you see him leave?
No.
No, he
Then
wasn't
he's
here.
still there with you.
So he's just watching us?
He won't watch forever. It's in your best interest to leave or destroy that apartment, or it cuts off. The phone screen has gone black.
Did the phone die?
It appears to have died, yes.
I'm gonna immediately use Head Like a Hole to jab out the other remaining eye from Parker's body.
You do so, and as you do that, you do see that there does seem to be something on the phone screen still. At first you thought it was your reflection, but in the reflection there is another figure standing behind you.
I'm gonna use Head Like a Hole to punch backwards, stand rush the reflection from the spot that I can see it.
As you do this, yes, and as you do, its fists hit empty air, and you see this reflection lunge forward and towards towards you basically, and its arms come out of the screen and grab you by the throat.
Oh God!
Okay, he was hiding, pretending to be a reflection.
Can I grab onto these? I'm gonna scream for Aego, and I'm gonna try to grab onto the hands that are coming out of the screen.
You can try and stop them from throttling you, yes, like fucking Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, two things. One, okay, so I lagged out for a bit. What happened between the freezing not working of the entire apartment and mentioning that the eye was important?
Well, Billy went on the phone. He called back a number that had been talked to recently. It was Magina Carter. She warned you that the Shadowless man is probably still there. He wants the eye for a retinal scanner.
And now he's coming out of the phone to attack me.
Yeah, he was pretending to be a reflection. Now he's strangling Billy.
Watch out, the Shadowless man warned you never to mess with the Otaku Nation again.
Alright, and then
He's struggling.
He's gonna yell out, "Flaming lips!" and then have them like swarm towards the arm that's strangling Billy out.
Right,
wait a minute.
Roll for
Billy, when you make a portal, you put a hole in your body, right?
Yes.
Could you make a portal and then put a hole where he's grabbing you, and then his hand would like go through?
The holes are randomized, unfortunately. I can't control it.
Never mind. Get him,
roll for initiative, you guys.
Initiative, speed, and dex, if you forgot.
Aego's rolling, right?
Oh, that's right.
And all of us, because we're all involved, though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, sipping on a fun drink and reading old books.
He's on a date. This is fucked up.
Yeah, this is how you know this is the weirdest session, because Hayden's on a date.
Billy's fighting for his fucking life.
This is so sad.
Billy's in a fucking horror movie.
I'm fighting the Shadowless man.
Billy is literally fighting the Invisible Man from the hit movie Invisible Man.
Wait,
he talked a big game about being Invisible Pete, but now it's happening.
Initiative was speed?
Dex for speed.
Oh wait,
it appears he can only be seen through reflections, Stigma. Because Billy O noticed him on the phone, but he's not like visible, if I'm understanding right. Correct?
Yeah, and I tried to hit him behind me. What?
I thought an arm was like bulging out of the phone.
Yeah, he's coming out of the phone to strangle you.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. My bad.
Well, when he was in the reflection, I tried to hit behind me, and he wasn't there. He is physically really in the reflection. Yeah, he is physically in the reflection of the phone.
He is a 2D image on the phone screen. Yeah,
but that's impossible. We can't possibly have a world inside the mirror.
What if you made a portal just in front of where the phone is, then walked forward because he's grabbing you from the phone, so the phone and part of the arm is in it, and then close the portal and cut it off the arm like you did to that guy in the helicopter?
The portals don't slice things off like that.
I mean, can't you just drop the phone and then his arm can't reach you?
No, because if he's gripping his neck, the phone will just hang down from it.
Oh, true.
If you can cut the arm off, though.
But did Flaming Lips do anything?
Well, you're rolling for initiative right now.
Into your steps. That's what you're just.
So, from the results here, it seems that the Shadowless man is going first here.
And keep in mind, your initiative is also your AC to hit and stuff.
Billy, as you are being strangled by the man, you can see that he still seems to be, even in this reflection, under the sheet that he had, so his hands are sort of enveloped by the sheet even as he's strangling you, but you can sort of see the overlap of like black armored gauntlets like those of a stand. It seems like he uses it like on the same space as his own body, basically. And he's continuing to like strangle you with one hand, but he lifts the other up and is like trying to claw at your face with it.
Oh God! Okay. I'm gonna just scream for Flaming Lips to get over here. I'm gonna try. Wait, it's turn yet. Never mind. Aego's going.
Yeah, it's an attack first from Shadowless man. It takes a second to typing everything in. Oh no, not D23, sorry. D12. Why did I edit it like that was going to change anything?
Did you guys see that someone on TF2 added the gun that was used to kill Shinzo Abe to the game?
Jesus Christ.
So it seems he was unlucky in this case. He swipes it with his hand, but with your thrashing, he narrowly misses, and you feel like it passed through your hair instead. But it feels like that would definitely have clawed out your eyes if it had hit you.
Good fucking save, Billy. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, seriously. Although I do have to wonder, if he could use his stand to turn things 2D, why would he bother clawing at me? There's probably something more to that.
What was our thing specifically, Tan, when you make the attack to hit roll but miss the damage? Is it like you get more damage next time or something?
I can't remember.
That's why we should pin these
I have a theory. I mean, what if he can only turn himself to the plus like non-living things?
He might. Okay, right. So you think he killed him and then he turned something, the body part 2D because he was already dead?
Yeah. Since only the like cut up parts that got turned 2D.
That's possible because why would he try to like claw at me? Because he's touching me right now and I'm not turning 2D, so.
Yeah.
I think it's adding a +1 to the next damage roll, was it? Until you eventually do damage.
But, so it's 2 actions per turn, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
Time we had a fight.
It's 2 actions per turn, and you can use an action to attack or to move or to do something.
So he's using his opportunity to move in this case. So he's sort of using his grip on your neck as a point to pull himself out of the phone. And it's like something out of the fucking Ring, Billy-O. You can hear his bones cracking, his limbs like snapping into place as he slowly emerges, the upper half of his body.
Oh, he's like squeezing through a tiny phone.
Yeah.
Alright, am I going next?
You are, yes. He's like face to face with you, but you can see like the silhouette of his facial features as he's like dragging himself towards you.
Right. I'm going to open a portal on the counter next to me and try to I'm gonna run over there, shove the phone in the portal, and close it. Like try to cut off circulation to this guy's arms. It's not gonna slice and dissect the arms, but it will, like, anyone if I squeeze as hard as possible, I mean,
so
it's gonna cause some damage.
Using an action to move and then an action to like portal crush the arm.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, spend your AP and roll, King.
Yeah, roll for that attack.
I forgot your second power was switching velocity. I don't think you've ever used that.
I mean, I think it's more like implicit that it can
the Spice Girl.
Also, I realized we've opened portals in midair, and that was going to be your level 3 ability, so you might want to make a different level 3 ability later.
We don't open portals in midair.
We did when we were pushing the books, remember?
No, I pictured that as if it was
like one part of the book kills, and then his hand comes out, I thought.
Yeah, and we'd have to trust me, I've taken special care to make sure that we've never opened a portal.
Billio's character consistency is one of the highlights of the campaign, and you doubt it?
Come on.
I wasn't trying to throw shade, I was trying to give you more options, because I felt bad that your 3-point ability is just making a hole in midair.
No, I have an idea for an evolution for my stand. More like an act type thing. Anyways, I rolled for accuracy, let me roll for damage.
I don't think you hit with your accuracy, because you have to beat his initiative, which is 12.
Okay, yeah, true.
So yeah, you as you're running to slam it, throw this into the, you're sort of staggering as you do this, and the first time you try and slam the phone down into the portal, he sort of pushes back at you, and you slam it into the counter instead. So you miss the portal basically, because he's actively fighting you as you're doing this.
Damn it! There you go.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
save the day.
As you're doing this as well, so just make this as traumatized as possible. He's sort of dragging Terrell towards you, and hear his rasping
If you boys need me, feel free to shoot Hayden a text.
Text him that this is a fucking video of it on Snapchat.
No, it's a YA story. We can't interrupt the romantic subplot of Hayden.
No, I don't want my homies to die.
Aigo, save my ass.
Alright, so it's Aigo's turn now, right?
You have 2 actions, don't forget, Billy.
He used one to move, because moving...
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I thought moving and then... Yeah.
Right, no worries.
Let me double check actions under, so I'm not just spitting out bullshit. Let me find the actions section.
When have we ever cared about the rules of this system?
Actions is 42, so that's... actions are attacking, moving, using an item or relic, or using an ability.
Okay. Yeah, so I did use both my actions. This is the first combat we've done in months.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think Tan's usually been hand-waving the moving, so if we want to say moving's not an action, I mean, it's up to you, Tan, but...
There's nothing else I would want to do here, because, I would think that Billy being strangled would kind of inhibit him from really doing much.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I know what Aigo will be doing. Although I don't know if this would count as a movement plus an attack or just an attack, but I'll just describe it first. So, with the arm bulging out of the phone, this black mass that's trying to kill our good friend Billio, Flaming Lips is kind of positioned in a quickly rotating circular pattern, and it's heating up as it's shooting towards the arm. It's gonna try to be like a really hot knife or a chakram and try to saw the guy's arm.
Right, okay, roll your attack.
There you go. I actually do have an idea. If you don't want to, you don't have to do this, but I was thinking when you were saying heating up, what if you use Flaming Lips to heat up the phone and blow it up? It's up to you which one you want to do, but I was just thinking, that would, that might cut the problem out at the source.
I'll keep it in consideration, but I already committed to this.
Okay.
Y'all keeping track of your AP too, right?
Unfortunately, his initiative is 12 here, so it hits him dead on this spinning slicey heat thing. But at the point of contact, instead of slicing through his arm, it seems that it sort of gets absorbed onto the surface of his body and becomes an orange dot just circling around his wrist, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It became 2D.
Alright, then for his second attack, he's gonna aim at the phone, slice the phone in half.
That's smart.
Right, okay.
What's the phone's initiative if it exists, or does that apply to him? Either way, he'd hit if it was even if it
It's his initiative anyway, which wins anyway. So the second one of these hits the phone. What we say, slice it in half. Which way are we doing this? Like vertically, horizontally?
Like diagonally.
Diagonally, okay.
Does he need to roll damage, or is it automatic because it's just a phone?
Roll damage here, yeah.
But he's still going to be able to.
I would assume a
show
phone
up in
doesn't
the-
have that much HP, so it should probably be fine.
Well, this is his HP. This is how much damage going to him.
Get his
Did you roll
ass,
damage?
Stigma.
Oh.
Roll damage, Stigma.
Wait a minute. I forgot to do something. Do you add or minus these things?
Let me double check actually, because I had that pulled
I
up, but I
forgot
left
about
to
that.
go
I was
read
just
actions.
doing- I was just
You're a
doing
magician,
int
so
plus-
your damage is int plus range plus 2, and your attack is int plus range minus 2. Did you
In that
do
case,
them?
okay, I should have missed that actually because I forgot to add the -2.
Oh, bruh. Yeah,
This
that's
guy's
right, because it'd
tough.
be 11.
Right, so
Can I do something real quick, Tan?
sure.
I'm not going to join the fight because I'm busy, but I think there's
And
a,
you're also not there.
there's a concern after my friends leave after that Havoc Moon text, so I pull up the app I set up with Dave Buddy, and I message him to go to that address and help out.
Sure.
Hey, we're doing fine. We've gotten hurt by this.
Imagine how fucking pathetic that is. Oh, I'll send Dave Buddy to help them. They might be in trouble.
Hey, he could flood the room with vinegar and then help you guys breathe in it.
But it's not even old Dave Buddy. Only be
Yeah, it's
young.
normal Dave Buddy.
Hey, look, you guys need everything you can get, okay? You're fucking dying out there.
Hey, only one of us is dying so far.
Look, Dave Buddy.
Billy's going to be struggling. He's like, hey, go blow up the phone. Why didn't you blow up the phone?
The models are too small these days.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. So, was there a minus on that there then?
Yeah, so it doesn't hit by just 1, because
yeah.
his to hit accuracy is -2 as the magician, but it's +2 on his damage.
So, yeah, it misses by inches as the phone sort of moves as with the two of them, hits the cabinet, strikes that, and a fire begins.
And then at the top of the round, everyone re-rolls initiative. I think the enemies normally do in the system, but Tan, I think you've just been keeping them having a consistent initiative. So that's up to you. But at the top of every round, everyone rolls and it rechanges the positions and what the ACs to hit are. That might be the way to go with enemies, I think.
Yeah.
Because when it's static, the enemies are either too easy or too hard to hit, but that's up to you because you've been doing it one
Okay, well, I'll do it, yeah. So, how do I roll initiative again?
It's Dex plus Speed.
Okay.
It's up to you. I mean, you're the DM. I'm just like going through the rules now to see how we can polish.
God.
Oh, I made it
Tired
worse. He's like unhittable.
Come on, Billy.
Don't worry.
get us 20.
I'll handle this.
Billy's the real unhittable. Oh my god. Persona. Oh my god.
Stigma, what was Stigma's again? Was that 9?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Stigma
9.
was 9. Shadowless was 16. Billy's was 20 fucking 2.
Billy, what will you do with your 22 resolve?
So what's the scene right now? What's happening to me? Is the Shadowless
He's
man
halfway at the phone, his hands are wrapped around your throat, he's growling and hissing at you like an animal. Aego is shooting like magical bullets, one of which just seems to have got absorbed onto this guy's skin, the other has hit cabinet and
they're not
started a
bullets.
small house fire.
They're flaming wheels.
The fire alarm is now going off.
rotating.
So the phone is still intact, correct?
The phone is still intact, yes.
Okay. I am going to try exactly what I tried to do before. And actually, no. I'm going to use my free hands. Actually, I have both hands free. And pick up the phone. And I'm right by the counter. So I'm going to open up the microwave and toss the phone in. And try to put it in there. Does this work?
So how are you going to deal with the torso protruding from it? You like try and slam?
I'm going to keep slamming the thing of the microwave until it goes away. Or I could actually no. I'm going to do this better. I'm going to open a portal on the plate on the microwave, like the center of it, toss the phone inside, constrict it to kind of like, squeeze his hands, and then try to shut the door. Those will be my actions.
Absolutely, roll for your attack then.
Okay.
See if you can microwave this man.
Okay, so accuracy. Oh god.
Damn.
So you toss the phone, but the microwave is obscured from you as the cabinet above it collapses in the fire, and he sort of just slides across the counter instead. And you see, as he falls, one of his legs is pulled successfully out the phone. It seems like he's only in there by one leg now.
And I have another action, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Where's this fire?
It's the cabinet. When Iago tried to hit the phone, right. He missed and hit this cabinet. It set alight.
Okay, could I toss the phone into the fire, or try to?
It's going to be difficult to pick up the phone because there's the weight of a man on top of it now because he's all but out.
Okay.
Try it, Scylla.
You said his legs are coming out of the phone, right?
One leg has come out and it's like snapping back into place. The other is like slowly slithering out, like widening.
I'm going to open a portal where this guy's leg is and try to, trap him down there.
Right. Okay. Roll for attack.
Again, I've been having horrible luck with rolls like in the past combat sessions. Okay.
So yeah, he's getting a stat of rougher damage as well.
Roll for damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So you don't do damage in this case, but you do hit. So basically what's happened, he's starting to get his posture back, he's standing up, and then the portal opens under his foot and he goes back down again. Sort of throwing him off his feet once more. So one foot is inside a phone, the other is inside the ground from his perspective.
Okay. Will you allow me to constrict the portal as
I'll count that as the same sort of portal action.
Okay.
He sort of looks up and glares at you. You see the eyes behind his blanket narrow. But when he starts moving again, it seems he is not looking at you. He is looking at the person with the ranged capabilities here, who is Iago. He's still some distance away from you, Iago, so he can't reach you from his current position, but he's lunging towards you as if he can. So he's going to roll for his attack.
Oh.
Shit!
I don't like this.
So there you go. He grabs at the ground in front of you, and you realise it's not you he's aiming for, it's your shadow. And there's a sound like Velcro tearing as he peels your shadow off the ground. And it becomes like a blanket like the one he's wearing. He grabs it and swings it towards the wall, with you getting pulled along with it.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
This happened in One Piece.
I don't know, I never got that.
This is the most summertime render stand, and I'm terrified.
That's the third summertime render reference this episode.
I know, because I think this enemy may have been inspired by this show.
Yes, he hit me.
Oh, no! You are slammed bodily against the fucking wall. Iago.
What's Iago's defense? It seems like I have to check.
Even as he lets go of you and sort of wrings his hands from the shadow rope burn, your shadow is still not a flat surface, like a blobby 3D blanket that trails behind you now. It's attached to the back of your feet, basically. And he still has an action as well. So
I
he turns back to you.
6 defense, so I think you took 3 damage. What's your HP at?
I have 16 max HP.
So you're at 13.
I leveled up my HP after I searched in a hand hole instead.
Thank God. And you guys, have you
Billy,
been tracking your animas?
Well, my solution was to stack it so high, but I wouldn't have to worry about running out ever.
Well, no.
Good solution. Billy, he turns back to you, and he reaches underneath his own blanket and pulls out, which is very incongruous with the rest of his appearance, a bright yellow sort of industrial nail gun that he starts pointing towards your shadow.
What is he pointing at me?
A nail, and well, not at you, your shadow, a nail gun.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. This is like.
Yeah.
Is it my turn again?
Well, he's firing, so what measures will you take to avoid this when he rolls his attack?
I'm just going to open up a portal where my shadow is, that one that will encompass my shadow. I'm going to open up one there, and I'm going to open up one directly behind this guy's face, like on the cabinet.
That's smart. That's fucking smart.
Right, okay, so needless to say, he missed you, so that was never going to happen anyway, so... So yeah, they go through the portal and strike him in the back of the head. These aren't... Of course, a nail gun is not like a military weapon, so he's not like spearing through his fucking skull, but nails do get buried in the back of his head, and you hear it, well, through the blanket into the back of his head, and you hear a irritated sound.
This is so bizarre, because I was just showing Guare the nail gun video earlier today, from Whitest Kids You Know.
And finally, his final foot comes out the phone, twisted the wrong way, sort of manually reaches down and snaps it back into place. So he is now free of the phone and sort of looking between the two of you. And of course, as this police sirens in the area grow louder, and you get another text, which you can't see this, but Hayden, you get a text where you are with the following. This is sent to all you, but only you are in position to read it.
1 hour. So I've already been with this lady an hour, right?
Yeah. And as this is happening, outside, Dave Buddy pulls up. There's police outside the apartment walking up the stairs. Everything's about to kick off, and then, of course, we know what will happen.
The end of the session.
To be continued.
I had my next image ready and everything.
I'm sorry.
Keep track of your AP and HP, guys, because I realized a couple things, Tan, that might make the system more playable. So I was looking over the rules as that was going on, since I had the free time while they were acting. So I know we removed for simplicity, it doesn't cost AP to do a stand attack, but I realized enemies have AP too, and that drain can be important, and also the re-rolling the initiative every round. Up to you ultimately, you're the DM, whatever's easiest for you to run, but I think if we keep track of that stuff better, it might make the fights a little more balanced on both ends. Up to you. It's fully of your discretion.
I'll definitely consider it.
That was really good. Oh, that was a fun.
that was good. I'm gonna have to think about how we could fuck up this Shadow Man over the next week. I am speculating though, like I still want to kind of try to take the pacifist way out, although I don't think it's going to work, because I think he could give us important information.
I have an interesting idea. I didn't want to keep telling you what to do in the fight. I felt bad, but I had an idea, what if you just make a portal behind you, trust fall into it, and then, well, you can't really portal yourself, because that would take your whole body. But could you,
I could open up.
Yeah?
I could open 2 of them up.
Could you make a smaller one, and then, suplex him into it?
Not sure how you mean. I mean, what I would have to... He's physically grabbing me right now, so let's say I fall back.
He's not grabbing you anymore. He is now just climbed out the phone. Well, actually, yes, he was grabbing. Yeah. He's not, focused as strangling you as he was when he was just 2 arms out of the phone. He is now, divided the tension between the 2 of you.
Right.
Wait a minute, I just got an idea for an actual Act 2 ability.
Go for it. Wait, you haven't written your Act 2 ability yet? What the fuck has it been till now?
I have the ability, it's just I have literally never used it.
So you're gonna change it?
Probably, okay.
I mean, if you've never used it, I don't see why not to change it if Tan's cool with it.
Okay, it's basically making the Flaming Lips bugs bigger, juicier.
I actually like that, because your current one is combined traits of objects that have been digested to spit out new ones, but you've never used that.
Yeah.
If you want a gross bug one, what if they could lay their eggs on objects and then a new one comes out that have the properties of those objects?
I like that.
I like that too, but he already has that essentially. He's
Wreck-It Ralph, I just realized I just Wreck-It Ralph.
He's not been using it, but maybe you could do something the more heat, or for a level 2 ability, the more heat or cold a bug absorbs, the bigger it gets, and then it specializes in that temperature.
Or maybe you could like make a big bomb bug that becomes either really cold or really hot, like it's an ice and fire explosion.
Ooh, I like that. That's good too. But yeah,
I'm thinking about the portal suplex that you mentioned, and I do like that. I'm like just direct portal combat like that, using Billy's like own strength, supplemented by the portals and everything.
Yeah, because I really went pouring over the rules document because it's actually not that long, and a lot of it is like we've been doing things very interesting. Where I think our fights have been very like OP on both the enemy and the player side because we nerfed things like spending AP and like having set initiatives, which was very interesting to me. Because it seems like the game's a lot more fluid, but like the way we've been running it to now hasn't been bad. You know, we've been having fun, so that's why I leave it up to Tan.
I enjoy the way we run Havoc Moon because when you start making me roll more than 2d12s, my brain starts falling apart.
You don't have to roll anything. It's the same die. It's just rolling more often.
Yeah, I just wrote out like what I have to roll every time, and I pinned it so I don't have to remember anymore.
Yeah, smart. Yeah, very interesting stuff.
We've reached a stage in the JoJo chapter where there's straight up horror movie monsters start coming out.
Dude, this reminds me. It's not the same kind of enemy, but
I know what you're gonna say, Darnell.
Yeah, that house in the first campaign.
Oh yeah, Spinal Tap.
Yeah. What was Spinal Tap's ability again? I actually remember the atmosphere you made me feel more than the enemy itself.
Well, basically his ability was it would attack from the past and no. Let me try to remember what it was.
Yeah, it was something like that. It
was some really, really time fucky shit to the extent that I couldn't keep track of it in my head.
But I remember that the thrill of it was like we were in this scary house and this shit was coming out of nowhere, and because of the fucky ability, it was like we were having so much trouble figuring it out. We were like hurriedly scribbling Radiohead's Dust away, like trying to pick up clues, and that was such a cool feeling.
Oh man, and like if we opened the windows, there was just a dimension of darkness too.
Spinal Tap, yeah, dude, Spinal Tap was dope. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Shadowless, man, a little bit. I will say, genuine question. I know I keep referencing it, but I was legit like, was this at all inspired by Summertime Render? Did you already have this enemy planned a while ago? Because like the nail gun on the shadow thing, I know was like a literal scene in the show.
Actually, the nail gun thing is inspired by something else, but I can't tell you what that is.
That's
fair. Spoilers for what it is.
That's fair.
But there's the files of Spinal Tap. I've got the document still.
Yeah, you should read this, Bilio. Spinal Tap was so cool. Oh my god.
Where was this?
This was in our very first JoJo campaign.
Oh, okay. I was. Yeah,
any damage she inflicts does not impact them in the present. It goes back in time and strikes their past self. So like every time we were getting hit or attacked at, that was really us having been attacked in the future. So we weren't able to really start fighting him till enough time had passed, and we were starting to see the once present self that had been attacking us in the past. So, like, the whole first half of the session was us desperately running around and, like, trying to figure out what was going on until he essentially finally appeared and we were able to start fighting him. It was such a cool feeling.
Yeah, this guy's image is very interesting, too. I was just focused on this being a One Piece power.
No,
like
that's
the image
fair.
that I just said.
Yeah. I'm very curious why the Havoc Moon game wants us to kill him so badly, though. Clearly he's up to some shit that they don't like, which makes me wonder, because this file was Speedwagon Foundation. Like, is the Speedwagon Foundation involved in the Havoc Moon game? What other factions are in play?
We don't know the Speedwagon Foundation. Those were just the initials. That could mean anything.
I mean...
My name is Samuel Worcester Farkoff.
Farkoff? But, like, you know, we have the House of Superliminalism and stuff, like... There's a lot of factions that could be at play in Malerna City that we haven't explored
yet. The Speedwagon Foundation showed up already with Yuzo Kayama. Maybe they're still around.
Exactly. Anyway, good session, Tan, as always. That was fun. I'm so sorry you guys had to witness Hayden trying to flirt. In real life, I'm terrible at flirting, so I tried to avoid it as much as possible. Because I didn't want.
I didn't even know you were trying to flirt with this lady.
I wasn't. I tried to avoid it as much as possible. The only flirty thing I did was make a root beer float. Because I was like, when you guys were like flirt and make her uncomfortable, I was like, I'm terrible at this. I cannot possibly do this. I took the out Tanhony gave me with the archive thing. Oh man, that was fun though. That was a good session. I hope Dave Buddy turns the tides of battle. Maybe his weakness is vinegar. You guys don't know.
I'm gonna try to make friends with him. I'm gonna try to defeat the Shadowless man with the power of friendship.
But if it's been an hour,
you go do that. I'm gonna use violence.
If it's been an hour when next session starts, I think I'm gonna have Hayden like politely excuse himself and then try and get over there to help. How are you feeling, Tan?
Feeling pretty good. I was a bit nervous about that, but that went off really well.
It was. You did a great job. That was good stuff. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for watching Havoc Moon, and we will see you next time. Bye!
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 TikTok has won.